They face each other in this crucial matchup for both countries as they try and make a step towards Paris and the Olympic Games. Both teams in yesterday's game would have walked away with a lot of positives. Obviously disappointed with the actual result, but both teams to an extent in a rebuilding phase, and both teams begin to get a win here that could give them the opportunity to make the semi-final on Friday. And that is the objective. Give yourself the opportunity to get in those one-off games. Give yourself the chance to make the final game and progress to one of the Olympic qualifying tournaments. Here's the schedule for game day 2. Hungary and Portugal kick us off. The nightcap game at 8:30 local time, when Poland, in what will be a packed arena, have the tough matchup with Bosnia and Herzegovina, who topped the Group B, after their win over Portugal, albeit Portugal with an impressive comeback in that second game. Started hard, Bosnia exerted themselves, and then Portugal hung tough in the fourth quarter. Hungary likewise had to come back and almost got all the way back in their defeat to Poland yesterday afternoon. 1-point game saw them lose. So they're still, both teams still in with the opportunity to qualify and firstly make the semi-finals, then get into a qualification final. Portugal introduced to the crowd. What a start Tremonte Williams gave them yesterday. 3 straight threes, had 13 points at the end of the first quarter, but then they struggled to get him the basketball, and it was down to the performance of Rafael Lisboa, who really played tough in the second half. The youngster, 24 years old, really came through, leading the team from the point, the youngest guy on the team. And if there's a secondary objective here, it's about building a national team program, and Portugal took a big step forward yesterday. And so that is a plus for them. What they're interested in today, though, is a win over this Hungarian team, again, who gave themselves the chance to upset the hosts, just came up short. Tremendous performance by Zoltan Pearl off the bench. 21 points personal for Zoltan Pearl, exactly what you'd expect from the vastly talented forward. There he is. Just needed more support offensively. Only 2 other guys got into double digits for Hungary. We'll talk about that more as we look forward to this game after the national anthems of both countries, starting with Portugal, and then Hungary will follow that.
Please stand up for the national anthem of Portugal. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of Hungary.
Well, nothing like national team, national anthem, exchange of gifts at the halfway line to always underline the nerves and tensions before national team games. It's always different. Players exchange those mementos at the halfway line. Get a chance to look at the third team on the floor, the three officials for this afternoon's game. Boris Krlic from Slovenia, Edli Nana Frichu from Spain, Sergej Zoschuk from Ukraine take charge of this Group B action in this pre-qualifying tournament. Going to get a look at the starters for Portugal. And came out the gate so hot yesterday. Found Williams sometimes in broken play in transition, but he just filled it up from deep. 13 first quarter points for the Alaska graduate. And pretty much the same lineup that started the game yesterday, except Diego Gulero starts in stead of Daniel Relvoa, as Mario Gomez just makes the one change in his starting lineup. Ventura was good in the backcourt with Williams. They just need to find ways to get Williams the basketball with a little bit of separation so he can really get that stroke going. The guy can shoot the basketball. Hungary's will start the game. We'll look at their lineup right now. Don't expect to see too many changes in what is a relatively experienced lineup for Hungary starting-wise. So the same lineup for Hungary that started yesterday. 37 points count off the bench, which was huge. Obviously, 24 of those points were pearls, but they won't have the same matchup issues they had yesterday. But what they will have is a lot more quickness to deal with on the perimeter. So it'll be interesting. Stojan Ikovic will have to take that into consideration, because the quickness of that Portuguese lineup was really what gave them the opportunity to compete with Bosnia yesterday. So being able to control the tempo, being able to get the ball where they want to get the ball to, is going to be absolutely fundamental to Hungary. The TISO countdown to tip-off, 55 seconds before we'll jump this. And as I say, both teams coming off the loss yesterday. A loss here won't mean necessarily that they're out of contention for a semi-final place, but they will be looking at other results and hope they go in a particular way. And then they would get into a hope of a three-way tie with each team winning one game. But that's for after the game to worry about. After losing your opening game, that puts that little bit of extra pressure on you in these 14 groups. Hungary just have to exert tempo on this game. If Portugal get to run up and down, and if they do not get control, they've got a lot of offensive firepower from the perimeter. Got a lot of guys who can shoot the basketball. Lisboa was exceptional coming off the bench. That's going to be a big help. But they need to find Williams the basketball. Need a little bit more help scoring-wise. Ventura just needs to get more shots up. Only took 4 shots on his 16 minutes of play yesterday. And Brito just has to make shots. Shot a pretty disappointing 15% from the floor. 1 from 9 from 3. He's just got to make open looks. They weren't not a lot of bad looks for him. He's just got to make them. Well, good afternoon, everybody. We're in the arena. If it's here in southern Poland, and we're underway. Game day 2. Hungary in the white, and Portugal in the red. And Hungary will get a look at it in the first possession. Nice little curl, little floater on the inside. He's no good. Ball kept alive. Hungary will get a reset. Dover just couldn't get it to drop. One-on-one in the post. God, great help side. And the shot is blocked. And if you're going to go inside, Goleman's got to be a little stronger than that as this game progresses. Blito, nice pass. And they blowed a little bunny from 2 feet. Gets it off. Vedova. Beautiful little move to the far side of the ring. And Silla Benke, who also struggled offensively at times yesterday. Good, that'll be confidence giving for him at the start of this one. Portugal in the half court. Williams gets his first touch on the offensive end. They'll chase him everywhere. Got to come off screens, foul on the shot, and Blito will go to the free throw line for 3 shots. 4.5 on the possession. Benke, there you go, all the way down the forearm. That's the issue that Portugal are going to want to exploit. If they overhelp Hungary and don't fly with a basketball, they're going to be on really long closeouts against a team that is quick. So those long closeouts are going to give Portugal the opportunity, 1, get the shot away, but 2, attack the space. So Hungary have got to find a way of controlling the tempo. It goes 2 for 2 with 1 to come. Keller advances the basketball. Hungary into the half court. Berardi has it. Again, another person in that backcourt that just was just below where he wants to be performance-wise yesterday. Just struggled to get himself into offensive rhythm. The tough step back 3 is good. And Voivoda, as he did yesterday, sparks that offense from the perimeter. Tough shot, step back, lean back, knocks down the 3. Ventura looks at his options, skips it. That's better from Hungary defensively, but the penetration just blew the baseline and no one helped. Just gave up the layup. Quiros just would have expected a lot more physicality on that drive. Benka looks inside. Golemon has it ripped away. And a chance for Portugal in transition. Disappointing start really offensively for Hungary. Nice extra pass. Quiros gets back-to-back points, and Hungary, the game's a little bit quick for them at the moment. They just haven't exerted that execution in the half court in particular to get the tempo they want. And there's another turnover. Easy 2 on the throwdown. Relva on the runway, gets off the floor and throws it down. And Portugal again, deja vu for them, out the gates early. This time it's with their defense, this time it's going inside. Voivoda gets the 2, super little hesitation. Foul line jump shot, Rova for 2 is short. He'll get his own rebound. Williams wide open, first chance to have a look. Doesn't get it to drop, but great work on the offensive glass. And Daniel Rova is coming to play here in the first quarter. Gets the steal, gets out on the break, gets on the offensive rebounds. Great effort by the big man. Benfica center. Zoltan Pearl checks in. Quick release, Brito for three is good. And Diego Brito can knock shots down. He just had one of those days yesterday where it just wasn't going for him. Started confidently. Foul line jump shot for Keller. Wide open. Doesn't need a second invitation. Knocks it down. That's just too much space, too much time, too much of everything. Great rotation defensively. Hungary scramble, and that'll go back to Portugal. More rotations coming off the Hungarian bench. Jordi Goleman will check out. Had a nice game yesterday, 12 personal. Did a nice job on the glass. Ventura out top. Just assesses what he has. Williams comes off the screen. Wants to put it on the floor. Gets it off. This is going to have to go up. Brito's going to have to get his feet set. Puts up the three. Just catches the iron. Chance again for Hungary to push. The Portuguese defense in transition is really good. Everyone back. Everyone channeled out and matched up. Berardi stops, pops, is long on the three. And that will stay with Hungary. Voda in shot. So important to this team offensively. Him and Pearl as a combination are a handful at the 2 and the 3. In particular, it's a very, very small lineup that Hungary have in the game. Voda gives it, gives and goes, gets to the inside. Tough floater for 2. Twisted, lean back, protected the basketball, and ticks it over for his country. Ventura finds Williams. Quiros to the baseline, second move. Super footwork for the 6th point for Quiros in this first quarter. Great execution. That's hours of drills. Super footwork. Schmogi kicks it. Voda for 3 is good. Well, Voda, 8 personal in this first quarter, 2 threes in the 2. In fact, he's got 10, I think. Nice skip. The open 3 in the corner is good. And Brito, we talked about him before the game, having had a bad one yesterday, would want to come out and get confident. Makes his first 2 from 3 from the 3-point line. Skip, Voda again on the closeout. Great defensive effort. Voda backs it out, waits for the ball screen, turns it down, has to take the tough lean back for 2 is no good. And Quiros will advance it, gives it up. A great move, great rip through by Brito. Just left Keller standing. Had his feet in mud, did Keller, as he tried to prevent the baseline penetration. 3rd team foul for Hungary. Keller's going to be replaced by Karahodzic. Substitutions from both benches. Ricardo Montero checks in, as does the man of yesterday, Rafael Lisboa. The deal is, when you're establishing yourself in senior national team, one game sends a message. People will play harder on you the next day. You've got to come back and do it again and say, that's my level. Important that Lisboa has a game today. Brito goes inside. Montero fumbles, and it will stay with Portugal. Go long, out of bounds. Here's Brito. Gets his feet set, puts it up, is short. Defensive rebound falls into the hands of Zoltan Pearl, who gives it up. They hit the second side. Voivoda for three. Count it. Well, he has the hot hand. They have to find him now. Voivoda with the three. Gets to double digits in this first quarter. 11 points personal. 3 from 3. From deep. Kuros on the inside, who's been a real factor. Draws contact. That'll be the 4th team foul for Hungary in the quarter. Portugal yet to commit a foul. Kuros catch and shoot from the elbow is no good. Defensive rebound is Goleman, who's back on the floor. As big as Hungary can go now. They've had a look at small lineups, played a little small ball. Now they're pretty much as big as they can go at the moment, with Karahodzik and Goleman. Pearl just weaves and tries to wheel and deal. Gives it up. Shimogi settles for the three, way short. Lisboa, great look, super look, easy two. All about the look from Lisboa. And Brito picks up another two. Portugal again. Here's Lisboa. Looks inside. Kuros once, doesn't get. Brito. Lisboa. Good ball movement here by Portugal. Doesn't stick. And now Lisboa wants to go. Puts up the three. Is short. Didn't really take it in rhythm. Shimogi. Minute and a half remaining in this first quarter. Both teams just feeding each other out like those first couple of rounds of a heavyweight boxing match. Just goes up with contact, draws the foul. Will go to the free throw line. Kemal Karahodzik. There's the reach. He's in the action. Will go to the free throw line. Benkacek's back in. Both teams have got guys that would have been disappointed yesterday. Brito for Portugal, Benka for Hungary. Both those guys have started well today. That's what you'd expect. That's what they regularly do.
One more. Be patient, guys. Everybody wait, please. One more shot.
Just over a minute to go in this first quarter, and Hungary retake the lead at 19-18. Lisboa. A little bit how he started the game yesterday, picking the ball up a little bit too far out, not really getting into it. Now he's made the turn, the corner, super pass, and the flush from Voitso. Lisboa turned the corner, broke down the defense, and just threaded the eye of the needle on the pass. That'll be a foul on the reach, as Voitso came over the top. Shimogi gets it back and take the ball screen. Portugal showed a 2-3 zone out of bounds. Shimogi with a little floater, doesn't get the drop. Great work on the glass by Goleman. Needs a pass, finds one. Shimogi. Goleman in the corner, feet set for three. Is no good, but all the rubbish cleared up by Karahodzik. Kills you as a coach. You get the bad shot. Doesn't really get a normal rebound situation. Falls into the hands of Karahodzik. And Hungary get the two. Brito looking to be much more aggressive than he was yesterday. Breaks the defense down, far side of the ring. Doesn't get the drop. That's a rebound. Count that. Super job right at the end. And Portugal with the putback will end the first quarter. Take a look. Great rebound, super effort on the move. Bledsoe gets the 2 and leaves his country up 22-21 at the end of the first quarter. These qualification tournaments tie every single step of the way. Both teams need to win. Statistically, a pretty similar set of stats. Hungary, 50% from the 3. Well, that's Voda's made threes and no one else has. But super start for both teams. Shot the ball well, moved the ball well. And the guys that needed to step up from yesterday really did. Benka had a poor game by his own standards yesterday. He gets to the bucket, where Voda gets the 3 going. Kuras also struggled in a game where anyone on the inside for Portugal was going to be tested against Bosnia. Everybody came out, stepped up. Keller struggled to get into any rhythm yesterday. He strokes the shot. We've got a 22-21 game. And both sets of players, offensively in particular, have come out with some nice rhythm, moved the ball really well, and created a lot of opportunity. And if it carries on like this is going to be fun. But also, it's going to be a real tight one. Don't forget, this is game day 2. Both teams lost on game day 1, so desperately trying to get the win. If you want to find out all the details about what's going on in all the qualifiers and what's going on in all of basketball, download the Courtside 1891 app. There's the QR code. Download it from the normal place, but download that app and start enjoying all the information and the quality of content via that app. Don't forget the World Cup in the Philippines, Japan, and Indonesia just around the corner. These teams didn't qualify for the World Cup. Hence, this extra qualification tournament, where the winners of each tournament will get a berth in the qualifiers after the World Cup. So it's almost a second chance saloon. Mid-range 2 is good. And that's a nice looking stroke for Ricardo Montero. Montero gets his first points of the game. Whistle on it, beautiful stroke. And Goleman just shows how to extend the floor at the 4 spot. Well, we say it every time. It's one of those cardinal sins. Don't foul the jump shooter. Contest it. Don't get them the bailout sending into the line. If they make it, as Goleman has, chance to make that a 4-point play. Can't complete the free throw. And we're locked at 24. Lisboa moves it on. It's a nice entry. Lisboa with his feet set, turns down the 3. That's a shot he really has to take in rhythm. Foul called as Lisboa really did exploit the mismatch, put it on the floor, got Goleman reaching for the basketball. Had a really nice season with Lietuvėlis in Lithuania. Averaged 9 points a game in Europe Cup. Lisboa in the lane and the kick. The wide open 3 is short. That's a rebound. Goleman leads the break. He's feeling it at the start of the second quarter. Skip. Benka puts it on the floor, attacks the closeout, is fouled. Benka looking so much more aggressive than he did yesterday. There's the penetration, draws the contact. Well, Benka again just underlining the confidence. Gets that little foul line jump shot going. Gives Hungary the 2-point lead. Lisboa turns the corner, gets to the foul line, all the way to the ring, puts up the tough one, doesn't get it to go. What a board. Delgado all over the glass. Gets the 2, straight up with the one hand, gets the putback and draws the contact, will go to the free throw line. And Portugal are active on the glass. We just have to keep this Portuguese lineup. It's the quickness that's really giving them the problem. Keeping them off the glass. Second chance points again for Portugal. It'll be the 8th second chance points for the Portuguese. Just about outworking the opponent. Keller outside the 3. And look at the mismatch on the inside. The defense forces them behind the backboard. Keller on the inside out. Can't get the 3 to go. Goleman's after the glass. Can't get it. Williams controls it and will bring it. Just got to get Williams shots, Portugal. Skips it. There's Bow in the corner for 3. Count it. Well, this is where he was yesterday. Confident, active, and just strokes the shot beautifully. And Portugal opening out the 4-point lead. This is to and fro. Boda for 3. Wow, he's feeling it today. But in the same way that Williams got chased yesterday, someone, whoever's guarding him, is just going to have to not let him catch it. .7:43 to go in the half. 30-29. Portugal have the lead. There's the contact. Williams passes it off, unfortunately. Portugal take the timeout. They have the 1-point lead. Coach Gomez wants to talk it over. Well, you can see the microphone in there. Let's hope we can get a listen.
Temos de defender aqui e se for preciso tocamos em cima do bloqueio. Porra! Nós estamos a atacar bem, não estamos a defender mal, mas estamos a dar a bebê. O número 9 tem alguns 20 pontos, pá. Temos que perceber como é que eles jogam, caralho. Não temos que, não há livro. Defende junto aos jogadores. Vamos! Bora, malta, vamos! Bora!
Oh, very defense-orientated timeout.
Hey, don't help, Vlad. Just stay on his ass. And then face guard him. And if you miss,
Portugal really unhappy with the way that they're pretty much allowing Voivoda, David Voivoda, to just get his feet set. Got to chase him. It's going to be tough to stop him catching the ball, but when he catches it, you've got to be there. There's no point arriving after he's caught it. Williams extends on the out of bounds. Will take the ball screen, tries to slice through, gets to the keyway and kicks. Lisboa attacks the closeout. Nice pass. The open 3 is no good. That'll be an interesting one. I think it's going to go to Hungary. Montero can control it. Work by Goleman to ensure that it's Hungary basketball. Goleman outside. Verratti. Nice pass. Goleman has made 1-3, puts it on the floor, attacks the closeout. He's fouled as he passed it off. Well, the big man put it on the floor really nicely. Voivoda will check out. As will Montero. Brady gets it up. Goleman with his feet set, doesn't look at the hoop. Brady takes the ball screen, gets deep, tries to make the pass to the inside to Keller. No good. Lisboa with no numbers has to back it out. Pearl almost gets it. Nice pass to the inside. rotation, let's just say, was slow as Wojtso picks up another 2 points around the ring. So we'll go to 6 personal. Keller can't get it to go. You have a feel that Portugal at the moment are just getting more looks that they want. Williams gets to the foul line and kicks. Bandido Sá has checked in. Lisboa thinks about it, drops it inside. That's a pass, but couldn't handle it. The whistle, it's all a bit messy, so the referee calls. It's going to be Hungary in the penalty already with 6 minutes to go in the half. That's not a great number. Williams steps back, looks to stroke the 3. Sees having to look for his own shot. He's got a lot of catches off as he came off screens yesterday. Hungary have just taken that away. Goleman falls into his hands a little fortuitously. Oh, nice reverse layup. And Pearl's been in the game for a long time for that to be his first shot. He just creates angles. Great body control. Sá for 3 is good. And while he won't be in the scout as a great three-point shooter, you can't give him that much time and space. No one's in the same postcode as he knocks down the 3. And Pearl likes the matchup, puts it on the floor, draws contact this time. Zoltan Pearl on the free throw line. Shot over 90% on the club season for Szombathely in the Hungarian Premier League last season. Shot 86% in Eurobasket. Hungary came 23rd in the Eurobasket championship round, but Pearl again impressed with his ability to score. 2 for 2 is Zoltan Pearl. It's always a difficult coaching task. You know, Pearl's obviously a scorer. Got to keep him fresh. Got to get him enough shots. Can't overplay him. Nice pass. Short roll to the foul line is no good. Defensive rebound pulled in. And here is Zoltan Pearl again. He's just a nightmare to guard because he's looking to score every time he has the ball. Shmogi finds Pearl for the open 3, just fills it up. And Hungary back in front, 36-35. This is back and forth. And the 3 is answered with a 3. Delgado. Both teams shooting the ball really well. Delgado, that's the 6 personal. Just got to say, after the intensity of the defense yesterday, both teams are really finding lots of space. Exactly like that, Shimogi misses a wide open look. Sá with a rebound, and Lisboa has the basketball. He's backed up in yesterday's performance with another decent one so far tonight. Gets it back, 10 on the possession. Turns the corner off the screen. Pick and pop. The open 3 is good. Guerrero back-to-back 3s for Portugal. Textbook pick pop. Benka tries to create and does. Well, if you like it high scoring, you're loving this. 41-38, 3:20 to go in the half. Lisboa has it. Both teams trying to get their first win of the tournament after opening day losses. Lisboa turns the corner and kicks. Sá in the corner, feet set for 3, gets it to go. It's raining threes at the moment. Hungary have finally taken the timeout because at the moment Portugal are getting shots they want pretty much every time down the floor. One of these teams is going to have to play some defense. Portugal lead at 44-38 with 3 minutes to go in this first half. Hungary take the timeout, and I'm sure whatever language you understand, you're going to hear a timeout here about how to stop people getting open looks. Well, they need more of this, but they'll always get that Pearl on the offensive end. But the trade-off is this, wide open. Back to back, in fact, 4 threes in a row for Portugal. Sarr has 2 of those. It's literally raining threes. And those Hungarian fans are probably sitting there as all believing they could be coaching the team right now. Then they won't be thinking not anything that Coach Ikovic is not thinking. He knows the issue. Here comes Zoltan Pearl, trying to tick it over for Hungary. 6-point game with 3 minutes to go in the half. He's going to hand it off. Gets it back on the lift. Drops it inside. Pearl with 3 on the clock, has to put up the 3. Great offensive rebound. Super work on the glass by Shmogi. Pearl with his feet set, in rhythm this time, can't get it to go. Again, another offensive rebound, but just recovered as Sarr gets a piece of it. Ventura tries to turn the corner, feels the double team, goes inside. Nice move. Super move to the far side of the ring. Goncalo Delgado. Watch this, super move. 8-point game, getting a little worrying if you're a Hungarian fan, that margin. Shmogi puts it on the floor, breaks it down, is fouled. He'll go to the free throw line with 1:54 remaining in the half. Chance to cut this to a 6-point game. Portugal will switch and switch a lot. Delgado had a matchup. You've just got to try and force Shmogi into an area that he doesn't want to go into. Shmogi makes the first. 2 for 2 from the line, 6-point game. Ventura breaks it down, gets to the middle, kicks the extra pass. Great scramble. The tough little runner is no good. Great work on the glass though, just didn't finish the play. Hungary got the bad shot, had numbers on the glass, but you got to credit Daniel. Well, just outworked everybody. They get a full team. Brisboa on the corner, doesn't get it to go. Defensive rebound falls into the hands of Verratti, gives it up. Benka, and they settle into the secondary part of the break. Verratti stops, pops, doesn't get it to go. Sarr with a defensive rebound. Game really picking up tempo. Nice look. Ventura, feet set on the end of the break, is short, and Sarr's all over the glass. Super pass. Oh, flushed. And Karahodzik in the wrong place at the wrong time. Ends up in the highlight. As Rovaro just threw it down hard, and it's all about effort, all about secondary effort. They lead it 48-40. Timeout Hungary.
Jó.
22 points in the paint, 10 second chance points for Portugal. Both those stats, yeah, there's some inside quality. But it's about being more active, more aggressive, as much as anything else. And Portugal, having played well yesterday in the loss to Bosnia, have come out and built the 8-point lead. Still a minute remains in the first half. They have a 48-40 lead. And the fly on the wall of the Hungarian changing room is going to hear, well, you'd think is going to hear a lot about defense and effort. Right, he looks inside. The pass idea was good, but look how open, how wide open Pearl is on the corner as the defense helped on the lob. .4 on the possession. Big 2.4 seconds here. Hungary struggling, need to get a shot as much as anything else. A quick three, it's nothing, or scrape the paint. Great effort. That's a super, super effort by Goleman. Those are the plays that make such a difference. They were looking at a missed shot, a poor missed shot at the end of a shot clock. Just about scrapes the front of the paint. And Goleman outworks everybody. That gets them another 14. Big time play. Berardi turned down the screen. Short roll to the foul line. Turnover. Poor execution. All they got to do is secure it. Lisboa for the three is off. And Hungary, to say they dodged the bullet is an understatement. There's almost negligible difference between game and possession. Hungary will hold for the last shot of the first half and will be desperate to get into the locker room. 8 on the possession. Berardi's gone nowhere so far. Breaks it down on the dribble. Schmogi for 2. Super little penetration, and that'll do it for the half. And how important are those two going to be? Schmogi closes it to a 6-point game on this super little crossover. Far side of the ring, protects it beautifully, gets the drop. And Hungary, for all their woes, will go into the halftime locker room at 6 down. They trail to an inspired Portuguese lineup, 48-42. Another great one in store in the second half. But Portugal, with a 6-point advantage, will be in a happy locker room. Stats-wise, 63% from 2 and 41 from 3. They have really put some numbers up. Both teams have put numbers up. Rebound-wise, pretty much the even. The assists, kills Hungary. 15 assists to Portugal, 9 only to Hungary. And Portugal have shared the points. Brito has 10 and leads their scorers. Voivoda with 14 lead scorers for Hungary. Great first half. Let's have a look at the best plays in that second quarter. Again, both teams had the opportunity to exert, but all the way through this game, there's just been that one extra step effort. Delgado gets to the glass, gets the putback, cut, the extra pass, gets the easy 2. Pearl's always going to score. You can't just take it for granted, but he has got points every game he plays. But that's the issue that Hungary have got to resolve. Saar wide open makes the 3. And that was a part of the game where they made 4 threes in a row and not one of them was really guarded hard. Another example where this Portuguese lineup were just wide open on the 3-point line, wide open, taking shots. Hungary had to force a lot of tough ones. It's that type of action. Off the ball, Hungary just have to step it up defensively. Otherwise, Portugal are going to be alive in this tournament in a big, big way. That's a great first half. We're going to take a break. Hungary have to start playing some defense. Will they? We'll see you for the second half to see if they do. We'll see you shortly.
You need character. You need chemistry.
FIBA Basketball World Cup is the peak of the game.
It's the toughest competition in the basketball world to win.
That is why I will be there.
Because when you win for one,
You win for all.
Well, welcome back. Go to the arena here in Gliwice in southern Poland. Hungary back out on the floor. I would have thought the message will be short and sweet in that locker room. Got to start playing some defense here, otherwise they could be on the wrong end of the result. Toyota has full team personal, shot the ball incredibly well, but they've given up too many second chance points. They've given up too many points on the inside. So you would have expected that to be the message in that locker room. Physicality-wise, they have been outworked as well. David Voda, 4 from 4 from the three-point line, 5 from 7 field goals in total. Done an excellent job. They've done a really good job finding him as well. Scoring's not their problem. Let's put it into context. At the end of the day, they put 42 points up. What they've done, though, is given up 48. And they've given up 48 by being outworked. That's the thing that's going to worry Coach Ikovic more than anything else. Extra passes where they haven't completed the defensive play. Second chance points where, again, they haven't completed the play. There's probably 4 guys, often different guys, doing a good job defensively, but if they just do it as a team, Portugal have outworked them. In terms of the leaders for Portugal, Brito have coming off a poor performance yesterday, 10 points personal. Sar's come off the bench for 4 rebounds. And Lisboa, we asked, would he be able to back up yesterday's performance? Well, the answer is clearly yes. Lisboa has really done a nice job. 3 points, but 6 assists. Gone 1 from 5 from the field, which is disappointing, but he's making contributions across that stat line. So Portugal, second day running, are in a game and have given themselves a chance. We talked to yesterday, you know, they're the 54th ranked team, the lowest ranked team in this group. Trying to re-establish themselves a little bit, both club and internationally. So participating in this in these pre-qualifiers is just a really great decision. And in reality, their expectation, you know, whatever they do here is going to be positive, but the performances looking forward is giving them a chance again to carry on building the program. And as the national team goes and the club program gets better, and we could get back to those days when a Benfica or a Porto are playing at the top level of European club basketball, and the national team is a much more competitive team. all things looking good for Portugal, and this tournament is a really important stepping stone for them. Well, we said that the message will be simple for Hungary. They've got to just be more productive at the defensive end. They've got to close out. They've got to finish plays. Can't give up 10 second chance points in this second half. Well, what do Portugal have to do? Portugal really, they keep moving the basketball and they keep working hard at the defensive end. Then it's up to Hungary to make the change on the game. Big plus for them today is more contributions from the backcourt. Lisboa had the great game yesterday. Obviously, Williams was hot at the start of the game, but now you've got a real contribution from Brito with his 10 points. He leads all their scorers, but across the roster, a lot of contributions. The irony, every single player, all 10 of the roster have contributed points-wise. The irony being that Williams, having had 13 points in a quarter of basketball yesterday, half of basketball yesterday, is on 0 points. He's only taken 2 shots. Now, there's part of that says Hungary would have keyed up on him, but he has 0. The only other player not to score is Diego. It's Diego. Gamero, number 13, he's the only other player not to worry the scorer. But he hasn't played. Everybody else has played and scored except Trevon Williams. So, in saying that, when Williams is on the floor, the Portuguese team is up. He has contributed to that lead in all sorts of other ways. But really, they need, if they can get him scoring as well, then they're in a great place. So, here we go then. Start off this second quarter. Hungary will have the possession and really do have to establish the way this game is going to get played in this second half. Verratti has it. Brado swings the baseline, dribbles dead. Just about keep it alive. Keller has to settle for the 3 and hits nothing. Portugal into the half court. Ventura has it. Having a look at what they see. Kuros wants, gets. They want to go inside early. Give Kuros a chance to make something happen. Looks to back in, gets in deep, fills the double team, finds the open man, the extra pass. They turn it down. Brito has to put it up, takes the tough one. And that's a 24 violation. Whistle's already gone. He missed the extra pass coming out of when the double team came to the block. You could argue that Kliros just took a little too long to draw the double team, which really did condense the shot clock. Verratti into the half court. Got to spark this Hungarian team defensively as much as anything else. Benka fills the double team, needs a pass, keeps it on the dribble though, attacks it himself all the way to the ring for 2. Super move. Just ran away from the double team. No one controlled the speed of it. Turned the corner, finished under pressure. Benka again getting it done. There's a reaching foul. Voivoda. I don't know why he's reaching for it. Defense was set. Ooh, give and go out of bounds. Have to recycle it. Ventura needs a pass. Tries to get out the double team, does. Kuros with 5 on the shot clock. Puts it on the floor. Gets to the middle, goes to the sky hook, doesn't get it to drop. That's a rebound. Super job on the glass by Relva. Williams shakes it, creates off the glass, is blocked. And Goleman just appeared from the weak side. And Williams picks up the personal. Broke the defense down. Recognized he had Keller, but so did Goleman. And Goleman gets away with one there, really. But where they have to get it done, Keller elevates and flushes it for two. So much more aggressive from Keller. Didn't settle for the jumper. But it's at this end they've got to maintain the physicality. Ventura. Brito looks at options. He's got to put something up here. Another turnover. Goleman leads. Nice pass. Berardi easy too. That's a 6-0 run at the start of this third quarter. And Hungary have come out physically in the passing lane. 2 steals. Runaway points in transition. That's why it's not a long halftime talk. It's not hard, it's not technical. They just made a real statement. This isn't to Coach Gomez.
Temos que acabar com as penetrações aqui. E no ataque a bola tem que se mover. Quem ficar com a bola na mão vem para o banco. Temos que fazer as coisas. Temos que defender melhor do que defendemos. Temos que parar as penetrações. Tem que aparecer um corpo à frente das penetrações. Temos que fechar a área restritiva. E no ataque a bola tem que se mover, porra. Senão não fazemos ponto. Vamos parar com isto já!
Well, you won't get a translation on that QR code that you've just seen, but download that, check out that QR code, because that's the QR code to get all the live stats and everything. But Coach Gomez, in no uncertain terms, has refocused his lineup. They're going to come out, they've got to get a good shot in the next possession. They have struggled to get any type of look. Have gotten deep on the shot clock, and Hungary have made a statement at the start of this third quarter. Portugal have been asked the question, have they got the answer? Into the half court they come. Ventura will advance the basketball. All over Williams in the passing lane. Ventura's gone nowhere with it. 10 seconds on the possession. Ventura in the lane, gets it off. Ventura penetrates, has to take a tough one. Is foul. Interesting to see if they give him shots on it. There's the penetration, there's the whistle. He had picked it up. It'll be interesting to see if the official gives them the 2. I think they will. Yes, they have. Strong move by Ventura, but they ran nothing out of the timeout. Just a great read by him as an individual. Voivoda picks up his... Voivoda picks up his 3rd foul. That's not a good number for Hungary. Ventura goes 2 for 2. Just what they needed, but still worrying in the half court. They struggled. Benka fills the double team, slices it, advances it on the dribble, and then it's to back it out. Voivoda. Little horn set by Hungary. Voivoda with the tough one in the lane. Hey, leave him out there. Tell him not to foul. Benka gets his 2. In fact, Voivoda, sorry, it was Voivoda. Brito attacks the closeout. It's a great hard show. They recover. Brito, 5 on the shot clock, gets to the middle, has it knocked away. Foul call. Berardi's not happy, but I'm pretty sure it's the right call. Let's take a look. Well, there's across the forearm. Yeah, there may have been some ball involved. Caught him in the act of shooting, makes the first, Brito. Goes 2 for 2. Portugal shoot the free throw incredibly well. 90% yesterday. Your offense isn't working, so Portugal extend their defense. Take a lot of time out of this possession, already at 10. Voivoda has it, tries to weave a little bit. Ball will stay with Hungary, only 6 on the possession. Ball didn't touch anyone else except Voivoda. Keller's the release man. Brady goes upstairs. Oh, beautiful. Portugal chased everything. Great read, great cut, super finish and flush. As he hit the elevator button and went to the top floor. Portugal still struggling in the half court. Berardi will take the ball screen. Keller rolls again. They're going to go upstairs. A little bit deja vu, but the pass was poor. The option was there. Benka for the 3 is long. Kuros, great box out. Goleman just had to try and scramble over the back of him. Goleman's going to sit. Third foul for Goleman. Portugal again, still static. Ventura again, down to 10 on the possession again. They're still not into anything. Goes lob to Quiros. It's going to be a holding foul. Lucas with the personal. I tend to agree with the frustration. Just again, Portugal struggling offensively. Really, really struggling offensively. Hungary in the penalty though. And the free throws are just keeping Portugal alive here. Obviously got to make him. Kuros continues to shoot the ball well with his Portuguese national team from the free throw line. Two for 2. Portugal with the turnover. Nice chance. Oh, the pass was a little too hot. Portugal up at 90% again from the free throw line, 9 from 10. Didn't shoot a lot of free throws in the first half. This third quarter they have. Benke on the free throw line. It's pretty much been trading baskets since that 6-0 run at the start of the third quarter. But if you're Hungary, you're happy with your points, then Portugal are struggling, they're hanging in. Another tie at 54. 4:48 to go in the third. Portugal have got to find some rhythm offensively. They can't keep making free throws. They can't keep relying on that. Ventura has to back it down. Already at 7 again. Late clock pick and roll. Nothing doing again. Williams puts it on the floor, gets to the foul line, and little handoff for 2, and that was 23.5 on the shot clock as he handed it off for the 2. Oh, well, with the easy flush. Benka. Verratti has it. Will take the ball screen, looks to penetrate, get there and kick. And why wouldn't Zoltan Pearl just get it and look to score? Super little penetration for 2. We're tied again. Brito. If there's a team that's going to break this open at the moment, it looks like, oh, nice pass again, and it's the same problem that Hungary had in the first half. Their defense is okay on the ball. No rotation, no scramble, easy 2. Second possession running. Portugal just broken it down. Brady in the lane, drops it. Pearl stops in the lane. Nice pass. Poor shot, foul on the play though. Brady looks at the official for the late whistle, but better late than never. He'll go to the free throw line. Goldman with his 3 fouls, checks back in. Schmogi waiting to come back in for Hungary. Rotations off the Portuguese bench. Delgado checks back in. Lisboa checks in. Calls the next play. Verratti on the free throw line. Goes 1 for 2. Now, things get better in many ways in terms of what Portugal are running when Lisboa is at the point. Just got a little bit more quickness. Tough move. Delgado. Span, weave, wheel, deal, gets to the free throw line. Williams. Misses the first. Three minutes to go in the third. Portugal, having weathered that little 6-0 run at the start of the third quarter, it's pretty much been trading baskets since. Karahodzic hands it off to Pearl. Want to go inside to Gulman. Inside out. Stop and pop is no good. Great work on the glass. Super work by George Gulman. Voda shot the air ball. The mess cleared up by the big man. We're tied again at 59 this time. Williams going baseline, needs a pass. Voda almost gets it. Saar recovers. Lisboa has to put up the tough one. Deep on the clock, just fills it up. Announce yourself. Rafael Lisboa rattles it, but knocks it down. Gulman is fouled. He'll go, or will he go to the free throw line? No, that'll be the 4th team foul on Portugal. Akos Keller checks back in. On the baseline, handles it, goes with a hook, gets the roll. Straight off the bench, straight on the stat sheet. Voitso moves it on. Williams will take the ball screen. Looks like he wants to put this up. Gets to the far side of the ring. Goes with the right hand. Scoops it. Doesn't get it. Super rebound. So he goes inside. Wraps it. Open for three. Is short. Zoltan Pearl starved at the basketball a little bit. Wide open look. Doesn't get it to drop. Williams again in the block, inside out. Sav, his feet set for three. Wow, well that's 3 from 4 from the three-point line. And no one, well you see the closeout. Goldman closed out with his hands in his pockets. Sav knocks down another 3. Pearl in the lane, puts it up. Goldman is fouled as he tried to collect it. He'll go to the free throw line. Goldman makes the first. Chance to cut this to a 2-point game with 53 seconds left in the third. 2 from 2. Gorgi Goldman going back to Lithuania for the upcoming season. Ventura turns the corner, puts it in Lisboa's hands, drops it inside. Sa on the cut, goes up with a jump hook, off the glass for 2. Bank is open, and Sa's having a game. Double-digit points, 11 points, 5 rebounds. Candido Sa, and yet another, oh, great defensive effort. Voitso straight up the middle, gets a hand as they tried to flare. Super defensive effort by him. 7-second differential between possession and game clock. Pearl goes up, manufactures it. How does he do it? Great body control. The 3 to end the quarter is no good. And Hungary down 6 at the half, only trailed 2 at the end of 3. And they've addressed some of the issues, Hungary, but Portugal have responded to hold on and still lead it 67-65 after 3. Well, Hungary shooting 72% from 2-point range and still losing. 58 and 43 going the other way. Let's have a look at those best plays in those third quarter. And at the start, it was all about Hungary. Benka with a tough far side of the ring finish. Keller threw it down. You thought, hey, this team has come out aggressively. Defensively, they came up with steals, got points on the break, and Portugal could not run an offense. A couple of late clock fouls kept Portugal in it. Keller went to the highlight from Williams with a little handoff. The answer they found was penetration. Late clock, they found a way of breaking Portugal, Hungary down, and Hungary's help didn't help. It's and then it just became a trading basket game. And Sa has had a really super game. Candido Sa hasn't missed a field goal. 3 from 3 from the three-point line. 1 from 1. I thought he missed a 3 in that first half, but 3 from 3 from 3, 1 from 1 from 2, has 11 points personal. chips in with 5 rebounds, has the highest efficiency rate on his team, and they're still closing him out with their hands in their pockets. So it's Hungary just re-establish what you need to do and get it done. Start of the 4th then. Lisboa will get Portugal into the half court. Voitso doesn't take the screen, attacks it. And they're going to call the foul, and Keller reached. Let's take a look. Voitso goes aggressively. Well, there's a foul, and there's another foul. There might have been some ball involved. Voitso on the free throw line. Portugal shooting 90% at the moment on the game from the free throw line. And that number gets a little better. Schmogi in the lane, off the left hand, is fouled. Will go to the free throw line. Hit on the way up. Foul's called on Delgado. Difference in the scoreline. You probably guessed it, given the fact that how well Portugal are shooting the free throws. It's purely down to the free throws at the moment. Portugal into the half court. Delgado will hand it off. Voitso, same play. They get the back screen and pop. And they'll ball screen it. Needs a pass. Great defensive effort. Schmogi. Oh, Sarr again gets a piece of it. Great effort. High-low. So Goleman gets deep. Little ball fake is blocked. Still 7 on the possession. Schmogi drops it inside. Keller, and 1. Well, almost the first time in the game, Hungary just outworked Portugal here. There's the play that finished that phase. Chance to make this a 1-point game. And yet another free throw is missed. Lisboa in the half court. Portugal slow getting into things. Off the glass for 2 is Delgado. Juan Delgado took the contact off the glass, gets the 2, and again it's a decisive, definite move that is rewarded. Schmogi. Take the 3 is no good. Delgado owns it on the glass. Sarr again. And that's his first miss from the field. Goleman's going to get charged with the personal. That'll be his 4th foul. Benker's going to check back in, as is Verratti. As is Voivoda. Mass changes for Hungary. Lisboa in the corner, has to bring it out. Looks inside. Sarr going to work in the block now. Baseline help comes. Fills the double team. Lisboa steps back. Tough 3 is no good. Verratti pulls down the rebound, gives it up. Benk has a chance to push. Will take the early pick and roll. Great hands. Delgado. If you're going to jump, jump with your hands up. Ventura will back it out. Says that's a little too quick. Let's get back into that half-court tempo. Ventura hesitates in the lane. Takes the tough little step back. Doesn't get it to go. Keller with a rebound. A little bit up and down at the moment. Verratti penetrates wide open in the corner for three. It's short. Lucas can't get it to go. And Lisboa this time will slow it down. Take a breath. Get the shot you want. You're up 4 with 7 to go. Lisboa again will take the ball screen. Looks to turn the corner. Well, deep on the clock. The three is buried. And Voitso didn't give it a second thought. Right at the bottom of the shot clock. Deep in the corner. Just nails it. 11 points personal for Voitso. Nice pass to the inside. Keller goes up with a poor looking hook. Mishandled the pass. Got to get balanced. 7-point game. Dangerous time here for Hungary. And Portugal, having struggled to run anything in that third quarter, are now at a tempo that really suits. Nice pass. Super pass. Great execution. Delgado, who's the story of this fourth quarter so far, catches deep and is fouled on the catch. Delgado on the free throw line. That's a rarity. Portugal missing from the free throw line. Makes the second. 8-point lead. 6:10 to go. Hungary came into this qualifying tournament with aspirations to win the event and progress to the qualification rounds. Now their backs are firmly against the wall, down 8 with 6 to go. Portugal ranked 15 places below Hungary. Stop and pop for Pearl is good. Up to 13 points. Again, you get him in those little gaps and spaces. He's going to score. It's this end of the floor where Hungary need to re-establish what they had in the third quarter. Ventura moves it on. Blito. Ventura attacks it, gets to the middle, and kicks. Extra pass. Brito, and they've got to be a little quicker. Got to recognize the clock. 24-second violation. Wrong man possibly with the ball. Quiros had it deep on the clock. If you're that deep though, got to put it up. Benka. Harodzic just gives it back to Benka. Gets his feet set for three. Doesn't get it to go. Offensive rebound will just fall into the hands of Pearl. Not the person you want to have it if you're Portuguese. Pearl wheels, deals off the glass. Is blocked. Brito is fouled. Verratti had to stop it. They were outnumbered 5-on-4 as Zoltan Pearl struggled to get back. That foul puts Hungary into the penalty, still pretty much halfway through this fourth quarter. Ventura moves it on. The three, Brito, is no good. Chance for Hungary to run. Got to commit to the break, though. Little give and go on the end of the break. Poor shot. And they come up empty in transition. Portugal trying to almost just like time and possession at the moment. And they're not going to go early unless it's wide open. Real mess. Benka will advance the basketball. David Voivoda has not seen the ball for a long, long time. Luxa in the corner for three is good. Kachiria's feet set. Had a sighter a couple of possessions ago, makes that one and closes it to a 3-point game. Still at this end for Hungary though. Still got to do a better job at this end. Ventura. Brito wide open for three is no good. Falls into the hands of Brito on the offensive end. Somehow he gets it to Kuros. Super little pass. And Wojtso gets the two. Again, you saw the one player help, and then the rest of that Hungarian team is not scrambling. Voivoda gets his feet set, takes the tough three, is off. That's what happens when you haven't seen it for a while. You go looking for the ball and take a tough one. Hungary have just not found him. Great rebound. Wojtso is just a factor. Super follow. And it's deja vu. It's back to like the first half. Hungary getting outworked by Portugal. Benka turns the corner, needs a pass, turns it over. Great run. Super release by Brito for two. Out on the break, finishes the play. Timeout Hungary. And if their backs are at the wall, against the wall with 6 minutes to go, they are definitely up against the wall right now. Brito with the two, opens it out to a 9-point lead. And the 54th ranked team is on the verge of knocking over the 39th ranked team and giving themselves a real opportunity to progress to the semifinals. Hungary take the timeout. Let's take a listen. Well, Hungary, as we say, backs to the wall, understatement, 9 down, 2:39 to go. They have the basketball. They also have the scoring potential. It's time, and will their defense give them enough options? Here's Benka. Voivoda comes off the ball screen. Benka, feet set for three, is off. Offensive rebound, great job on the glass. Verratti, desperation three is short. And Portugal come down with a defensive rebound. Smart by Ventura, will just back it out. Try and use every second of every possession. Ventura tries to turn the corner, nowhere to go, goes inside. Foul line jump shot is way short. I just need a score here of any type. Whistle on the play. Portugal have 2 fouls to give. Ventura, smart one. Can't take too much time. Voivoda finally gets it, but they don't run anything to get it to him. Time down on the clock here, 5 on the possession. Voivoda gets it off. Verratti puts up a desperation three that doesn't drop, and that's a rebound Super rebound by Daniel Relva. And Ventura is going to see this one out. Hungary just don't look like they believe here. Nice pass. Williams on the inside. 5 seconds on the possession. The tough three is good. And that is definitely it for Portugal. This is a super performance. This is a super win. They're just going to manage this one out now. Benker will attack it off the glass for 2, gets it to drop. Ventura, 10-point margin. Brito, where is he going? 50 seconds to go. You're up 10. Gomez takes the timeout. Let's take a listen.
Os pontos contam. The points count. We don't know what's going to happen. Hey, vir rápido para trás. Vir rápido para trás. Rápido para trás. Trocar nos bloqueios, não permitir triplos. Temos uma falta para dar antes do lançamento. Don't fall the shooter. O que é que jogamos agora? Bola fora, o que é que jogamos?
Well, you hope that my Portuguese is good enough. That was, let's just be smart. Let's take care of the basketball. You don't need to shoot it. Well, they were good yesterday. They really did push an excellent Bosnian lineup. And with 47 seconds remaining, they're up 10 with the basketball. Theirs to lose. Brito steps back, puts up the 3, doesn't get it to go. Another offensive rebound. The ball hit the ring, so there's no way that's a violation. Portugal have out-rebounded this Hungarian lineup. They've scored more points in the paint, more second chance points. They've had more points coming off the bench. They've just done a phenomenal job from the free-throw line. It's just been a great team performance. Ventura puts it on the floor, steps back, drops the 2. And Mario Gomez, he won't show it much, but he will be a happy coach right now. Whistle on the play. Portugal still have a foul to give. They have managed this game. He has coached a great game, and his team have put it on the floor. Every single player in a Portuguese uniform that has gone onto the court has scored and has another positive stat. Last possession. Off the glass for 2 is no good. Points difference could be important, but that will do it. And that is an absolutely super performance by Portugal. Coach Gomez and his coaching team should be very, very impressed with the way their team executed. That is a super, super result. Portugal get the win, 86-74. And nothing less than they deserved. Great all-round team performance by the Portuguese. Beat a team ranked 15 places higher than them in the rankings. Keep their hopes of getting to the semi-finals in this qualification tournament alive. After Williams' heroics yesterday from the three-point line, he only had 3 points today. Didn't make a 3, only took 2. He didn't need to. He got contributions across the roster. Diogo Brito had 17 points. Real team performance, team with a capital T for Portugal. Hungary, well, when they look back at this tape, we'll see a game that they did not compete in, basically. They were outworked on the glass, outworked in the second phase of possession. 64% from 2. They only shot 28 from 3, but they gave up 86 points. Portugal out-rebounded Hungary, had 23 assists, which is always a great number, and their ability to share the ball was absolutely decisive in that win. Brito had 17. Voitso with 13. Delgado with 11. Just a tremendous performance. Let's have a look at the best plays in that fourth quarter. And there's going to be a lot of plays by the team in red. Well, there was opportunity for Hungary early in that fourth quarter to really close it. This was the effort plays. Delgado on the inside went through the contact to score. And Voitso in that fourth quarter made some huge plays, this being one of them, the 3 from the corner on the bottom of the clock. But this is what you get as a national team when you need everybody on a national team, in theory, is a level of a player and therefore can make a contribution. What you got to get them to understand is what their role is within the group, and Coach Gomez has done a super job of getting this group to understand that. And nothing explained the difference between the teams more than that play. There's the inside pass, there's the rotation, and no one helped anybody that was helping, and that's what Coach thinks about it. You just got to outwork your opponent in moments like that, and every time, apart from that period in the third quarter, Portugal outworked Hungary. It's really important moments. Brito, after a disappointing game 1, really came to play. 17 points personal, super performance by him. And a super performance by that guy, Coach Mario Gomez. Did a great job yesterday in competing with Bosnia, and has put a win on the floor against Hungary. And Ventura just dropped that tough 2 deep in the fourth quarter just to put the exclamation mark underneath a phenomenal performance. That's what Coach thinks about it. So Portugal have come up with what can only be described as a great team win. Sarr off the bench in 15 minutes, 11 points, 5 rebounds, an efficiency rating of 16. Highest efficiency rating except for Delgado on the floor. So that just sums up a super performance by Portugal. They get the win. We're going to look at the table in Group B. Portugal with a 1-on-1 record. We'll wait and see what happens this evening when Bosnia and Poland play each other. That's to come. But now let's just reflect on a super performance by Portugal that sees them get the 86-74 win over Hungary. We'll be back for the second game later on, but for now, good night.
Perfect, Mark.